Costumes bring characters to life, and at Broughton, Sarah Nelson is behind the magic. We sat down with her to ask her some questions about the process of selecting and planning costumes for Broughton's musical and upcoming one-act play. How did you first get involved with coordinating costumes for Broughton?
I first got involved through my theater class at Broughton, and talking to Mr. Wade, we kind of discovered that I would be good at this, or this would be something that I would be interested in. And so I started taking measurements in class, and then when we sorted through costumes, and I just did it.
How do you collaborate with the director for a show when costuming?
I worked with Mr. Wade a lot on the show. He approved basically every single costume that we had. So I would put costumes on a person, they would show me, I would approve it, and then after that, we would go to Mr. Wade and approve it.
How do you collaborate with the actors in a production?
When you're costuming for a show, you have to think really heavily about who you're putting the costumes on, not only the characters, but also the actual people. And so you want them to be something that they're comfortable in.
How do you ensure that each costume fits the character's personality and role in the story?
I did a lot of research about Mamma Mia, and obviously we all know the show and the movie. But I did research on the movie and on the Broadway musical, and kind of put those together and made like a vision board of what I wanted for the show. And when we sourced all the costumes and went and picked all of them out, that played into that.
How do you handle costume emergencies or last-minute fixes?
So this actually happened a lot. On night one, we had one actor in particular have 3 different costume malfunctions, and I was backstage dressing, so it was a little crazy. We had some zippers get stuck. No more zippers, please. And we powered through. I mean, we literally just ripped stuff off of her. Miss Graves had to come back and rip a dress off of someone. And luckily we had some backup clothes options for her that Miss Graves had brought in case we couldn't find a dress. So she ended up wearing a lot of Miss Graves clothes. But we did just a lot of like switching around and trying to find things that matched the vibe of her previous costumes, while also making sure that she was comfortable in it.
How do you think costumes contribute to the overall mood and atmosphere of a play or musical?
I mean, obviously without costumes, it's not the same vibe. The costumes really set the piece. So the actors are the ones that are really telling the story, but without costumes, you just don't get the same feeling, and they really draw you in with the colors and just everything, and it shows each character's personalities, where as if they were just wearing all black, it wouldn't be as fun.
Sarah Nelson's work brings the school productions to life. Don't miss the upcoming one-act play to see her costumes in action. Sutton Smith, MBTV.
Sure.